Hey FlossTube. So welcome back to the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. This is FlossTube 56. So yeah, I thought I'd come on today to basically show you what I've been working on, what my plans are for this month of October, maybe a little bit what I plan to do in November. So without further ado, so before the beginning of the month, because sometimes I'm a seasonal stitcher, especially when it comes to Halloween and Christmas, like festive, I like to stitch on certain things. Well, because the end of September, I knew I wanted to stitch on a few of my Halloween pieces. So I had a sort out of my bag. I restocked this bag, put all my Halloween bits in here that I wanted to work on this month, that I plan to work on in the month of October. Now, not all of it is Halloween that I have been working on. Some of it is normal, just general. So the first thing that I want to show you before I go into that is, now this, it's not Halloween related, it's actually my daughter's birthday related, because it's my daughter's birthday next month. She's going to be 9 and she likes wolves. Now, it's not a cross stitch piece because, let's face it, a cross stitch, stitching a whole cross stitch piece, I'd need at least 2 years for that. So I was having a look online because I'd recently got back into rug making, and I found that I really enjoyed it. I recently finished a Peter Rabbit rug that I'd had for, like, that kit, I'd had it about 3 or 4 years before I finally decided to do it. Well, I actually got a rug. I had a look online on Amazon, and I found a rug kit for my daughter that I wanted to make up for her. Now, she's got a thing about wolves. She loves all animals. She loves the teddies, the plushies. She loves foxes, but she also loves wolves. So that is what the rug is going to be, and I will show you how far I've got in it. Now, I've just hit the halfway mark. I think I just hit the halfway mark last night. I don't work on it every single night because sometimes either my back hurts, or because with this I have to put it on a cushion on my lap and work on it. But at the moment, this is where I'm up to on that. So I've done a fair bit on that. I'm really pleased with it. It's turning out really well. Now, I'm quite happy with that. I'm really happy with it. The rug quality as well from Amazon, it's not that bad. It's actually rather good. It's got the non-slip mat thing at the back. Obviously the back's been put on. So I'm really happy with that. And that should be done in time, definitely should be done in time for her birthday next month. So I think that kit, it cost me about £17.99 on Amazon. Now, while I'm into rugs, I'm going to pause you a minute because I want to show you a rug that I recently bought. Now, because I'm on a Halloween thing this month, and because I'm back into her rugs as well, I had a look online and I had a look on Temu. Now, cross stitch kits on Temu, yeah, I might not go there. Excuse me. They're not fantastic, so I thought I would try a latch up kit from Temu. So I ordered this, and being Halloween themed, it's one of a spooky house. I think it only has something like 7 colours. Now, I haven't got a problem with the wall. I like the picture, I like the chart, I like the hook it came with. However, the canvas, I'm not entirely happy with the canvas. I've not started it yet because obviously I'm working on the one for my daughter. Now, I have preservations about this canvas. When I did an unboxing video, I found that the bottom of the canvas where you start off, it actually it slopes down, so the bottom line I'll only be able to stitch about there, and it's going to be missing about there. And when I went up, I found that it had the same with the top. Here you've got some stitches going across, but then them stitches suddenly go up and it's going to chop the top off as well. So that I wasn't happy about. The printing on the canvas is not great at all. You can hardly see that. Not to mention the backing on it. The backing on it feels a bit flimsy to me. It does feel a bit flimsy. So with this one, I don't plan to do it just yet, but I might actually swap out the canvas, and I might actually, or because I like this kit, I think it's really super cute. I love the Halloween theme, and I just feel like if I'm going to put it on that canvas, I'm not going to do it justice, and it's not going to turn out absolutely fantastic or great like I want it to. So my other plan to do with this was to actually purchase a separate canvas. Now obviously the separate canvas I'll purchase, it won't have the backing on because of this one does. However, it's kind of a little sacrifice I have to make. Do I decide to stitch it on this canvas where it has got a backing, but it's got the bottom of the canvas is uneven and the top of the canvas is uneven? Or do I get a nice quality canvas and all of it will be even, I just won't have a backing on it and I'll just have to sort something out myself? I'm kind of wanting to go for the later, to get a more quality canvas to actually stitch it on, to give it that justice, and see if I can sort out the backing myself. I might actually do that, you know, because like I said, I'm not completely 100% happy with this canvas, and I love the design and I really want to give that design justice. So I might actually switch out the canvas. Now I was planning to go in town sometime to have a look. Now my local craft shop, a little shop of hobbies, they used to have a lot of little latch up kits, but they don't have them anymore. She did have one in there the other week, but it was quite expensive for what it was. It was just a small like a rug, and it wasn't great. So yeah, and she says they don't tend to have a lot of a little latch up kits anymore in there. However, I didn't ask if she still sells the canvases, so I might nip in there and ask if she actually sells just the canvases, and I might buy the canvas, because when I just a minute, because years ago when I actually did go in there, I made my own latchock rug, and I'm sure I got the canvas from there. I did have some canvas mesh ages ago, but I got rid of it. But I don't think it would have been big enough anyway. But yeah, I'm going to check in there anyway. If not, I can actually order it online, and I think for the size that I wanted, it wasn't that big. It was about for the size, it was about 100 to 50 centimeters, something like that, which that one's only 53 to 38 centimeters, and it was something like just £12. So I made that with that one. So the other thing that I've been working on, what I want to focus on, as well as focusing on Halloween things, is for the next few months, I'm doing counted cross stitches as well, obviously, but I also want to focus on my review kits, where I actually got sent to me for an unboxing and review. I did all the unboxings, and I did like a stitch and chat with me after with some of them, but I actually wanted to stitch them and actually start doing them, because it feels like my little job to do that. So I've been working on one in particular, and the one that I've been working on, it was a spring brand kit, and this one I had sent to me by New Craft Day, and it is that one of the village. I don't know if you can see that properly. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous design. And this one, you could either have it in a 14 count or an 11 count. Now a 14 count was slightly smaller than 11. If you had a 14 count, it was an 82 by 61 centimetre. But if you had a 11 count, it was something like 101 by 74 centimetres. I went with the 11 count because I've had 14 counts on stamp kits, and some of them they're good, but others I find that the stamping's not perfect. However, on an 11 count kit, I find that the stamping is a lot better. So that's what I've been working on, and I'm going to show you where I am up to. Yeah. Now this is an absolutely huge kit, and when I say huge, I mean huge. It is big. Southern said to the vicar. It is massive. I've got it, part of it, in a frame just at the bottom there, but you can see how big it really is. But because I start a lot in backgrounds, but with this one I kind of, because of it being so large, I wanted to work some on the background and then some on some of the houses, so I'm getting both bits of something done. So I first started working on this cottage, and I'm currently, I think that's turning out really well. I really like that. I've been working on the windows. I worked on the windows the other night while I was watching a movie. I think I was watching oh, I only watched it the other night, The Tower Inferno. That's it. Because I've been doing that. I've been watching movies while stitching. So I've been working on the windows. I just need to do these bits here. I'm going to do the side of the house. I may do some of the bush round here as well. Then when I've finished that little cottage, then I will probably go to the top corner and start doing some of the background. So yeah, that is how far I've got in the moment. And at the minute, I'm really enjoying it. The stamping's good. Don't get me wrong, there is slightly bits here and there where it's a little bit slightly blurred, maybe if it's over printed, like smudged, but the majority of it is fine. It is fine. So that's my review kit that I've been working on for the company. Now, my Halloween kits that I've got in the bag that I plan to work on now. I've been working on one. Now, this one, I got this out because I haven't worked on this for ages. Now, this was a review kit, but I didn't write who it was done. This was before I actually thought to myself, why don't you write on the paper who the review kits are from, so then you can obviously give them notice, obviously, in your videos. But I didn't think about that at the time. So yeah, unfortunately I can't tell you who this was from. I've had this kit for 2 years. So because they did actually, when I posted a picture or it was on YouTube or something, they did say that they couldn't find this anywhere online and asked where I could get it from. It was one of the Facebook sites. I did say that I'd had it for quite a while, but I did go back on my unboxing video that I did of this to see if the link was still there, but unfortunately I don't think they'll no longer have it because it's been a while. It might have been Biggest Craft, actually. I think it might have been Biggest Craft, but that is the design anyway. It's a Halloween themed Mickey Mouse design with the house in the middle. Now, before I'd started working on the middle, just doing a little bit of that. However, I've been working in the top corner this time. And so far, now this one's my little stitch. I can sit on my lap and just hold this on my lap while I'm working on it. And that is where I've been working on it at the moment. So I don't think you're going to see. Mind you, if I unroll it there, I stitched the middle bit before. And that is what I've done recently. I've done the background there and I started stitching Mickey's face and that's a suite in the background there. So I started there. So that's how far I've got on that kit at the moment. So it's not too far, but this one, I find this is a nice little thing to work on while I'm maybe watching something and I'm not having to concentrate too much. Because if it's got a lot of, believe believe me, that is not 310, that is actually 939, where on the picture it looks like 310. Now, if I'd have actually realised that before, then I probably would have swapped out the 939 for 310, but I didn't. So it's getting stitched in 939. So yeah, that is how far I've got on that one. Because I thought I'd get it out and get some work done on it, because it's been a while since I've worked on that one. And I thought it'd be nice to kind of work on it. Now, the other ones I put in my bag, I'm not sure if I'm going to get much work done on these, because as I said, I've been focusing on my other ones. But I just want to show you in case I do get some work done on them. Now, some of it I may actually take into November. Now, I've written the top where this one's from. This one is from VIP Cross Stitch. It's when I started writing who they were from. This is one of the Harry Potter designs, and this is actually Harry Potter himself. I've got 3 of these at the moment, or 4. I've got Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Luna Lovegood, but I've not actually started Luna yet. I've got 4, and I've got a Sirius Black, and I'm also going to be taking part in a travelling pattern, which is created by the Boogie Stitcher, and the travelling pattern is one of these ones, but it's actually Albus Dumbledore. I'm not sure when it will be my turn to do the travelling pattern, but when it is, I'll show you. When I do it, obviously giving people credit for their stitching, it won't all be mine. But yeah, this is the Harry Potter one that I've got at the moment. I think I'm going to be taking this into November. I'm going to transfer that into November stitching. Now, I've got all my flosses on my floss drops here. Managed to get them all on floss drops, which is good. And I've got some spare floss here, but I'm not sure where that is from. I've threaded the needle in it, but the only problem is I don't know what number it is. So anyway, so far on here, I did the 310, the background. So I did the 310 background, and I also stitched some of the pink going down here, and I also stitched some of the background there. So I did a fair amount, I think. If I hold this up here, then you'll see more. So yeah, that's how far I've got with that one. So not too far, but not too bad. Oh, I know where that one is. That pink one, it actually goes up here for these stitches here. So that's where that is for. Yeah, it's nice pulling these out, because you kind of, it gets you wanting to work on them. But like I said, this one I think I'm going to take into November and work on it in November, because not Harry Potter can be, it can be Halloween, it can be Christmas, because obviously they have the Christmas tree in the first Harry Potter movie, don't they? So yeah, I feel like a Harry Potter one is Halloween and Christmas in one. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get some work done on that one. I am. So the other one I'll put in my bag to work on. Whether I'll actually work on it, I don't know. Is this one. Now this is a DIY kit. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sorry about the glare. It's a DIY kit, and it's got ghosts and goblins, spooks galore, scary witches at your door, jack-o'-lanterns shining bright, wishing you a haunting night. And so far on this one, I don't think I've got that far on this one. This one isn't serged because for one it's a DIY kit. Sorry about my coughing. Oh, I haven't even started this one. I thought I'd actually started it, but apparently I haven't. I thought I had, but I haven't. It looks to me like there's a fair bit of confetti stitching in this one as well. It's just that's what it looks like. I got it out because I thought I'd stitched on it, but apparently I've not even touched it yet. So maybe that should be in the pipelines to actually get some work done on it, to actually start it. I'm not sure yet, because like I said, will I have time to do it, because I've got quite a lot that I'm working on. And there's stuff, other stuff that obviously takes priority. So I don't know yet. But there's that one anyway. Another one I picked out for a potential work on is this one now. This one has a lot of confetti stitching. This one is from Outdoor Tide, and it is Tales from Woodsboro. I might, you know, this one, I might actually get this one out and watch the Scream movies while I work on this. I've got at least 6 Scream movies now. Is there actually 6 Scream movies or 7? Which one's the 5th one? No, it's 6, isn't it? Yeah, so I might actually work on this one while I watch the Scream movies. As I said, there's a lot of confetti on that. I think that's what's frightened me working off on this. Well, basically what scared me away from working on it, because there's a lot of confetti. The printing, it's not fantastic either. The printing is light. It's seeable, it's doable, and it seems clear to me, but it's very light. And when you've got light printing and you've got a hell of a lot of confetti, it's kind of a bit off-putting. But that is all I did. I only started doing a bit up here and bits around there. In fact, you won't even be able to see that. So I'll show it. Oh, apparently I did some bits at the top as well. So that is what I've done so far. Now, when I work on this, I might actually decide to work on Ghostface's face and see how that turns out, because that's quite a bit of block stitching there. Because his face, it's got block stitching, so I might actually work on his face and then work my way around his face and do it that way. Because at least then, working on his face, I'm less likely to get frustrated, and I won't have to concentrate as much, especially if I'm watching the Scream movies while I'm stitching. Yeah, I think that's the only reason why I haven't mainly been working on this one, is because the confetti just scares the hell out of me. But I'll have to give it a go. It needs doing. But I'm going to save that for a night where I'm going to watch Scream, which we've only got about 2 weeks left in October, so I need to get my Screamathon on. Because last year I watched all the Scream movies through Halloween. I think I actually started the horror films late in September, and I went through a lot of them. However, this year I've watched a few of them, but I haven't done them all yet. So the last in the Halloween type ones that I plan to work on for the rest of October, if I can get them done. Now, I didn't write down who this was from, but I'm sure, I'm going to just say it was either from Biggest Craft or it was from VIP Cross Stitch, and it is Pumpkin Spice. I fell in love with this design as soon as I saw it. I mean, as soon as I saw it. When they asked me if I wanted to review this, I remember it, and I remember seeing it and saying, oh yes, yes please. The chart was quite smudged though because it was overprinted, but how freaking gorgeous is that? That is nice. That one I could take into November. Now, so far on this one, I got a bit done on it. This is another large one, to be fair. And there's a lot of block stitching on this one I could do as well. So I did that. But that's how far I've only got on it at the moment. So just round the P. Just round the P. So I might, when I do decide to work on that, I might work round it. Or I might actually start at another point and get some more of the others done. So anyway, that is my stitching plans for October. Probably some of it going into November. I will be swapping out a couple of the designs November time and putting a Christmassy themed one in there so I can get my Christmas stitching in. I don't have too many Christmas cross stitch kits, to be fair. I do have one or two. I have a stamp one in there, but I think it is absolutely confetti hell. And I mean confetti hell. But I will have a look at it. That rug should be done. Well, it's got to be done for next month. So I might decide to work on my Christmas latch-up pillow cushion. Might decide to do that as well. And besides the obviously crafting side of things, I've also been reading. So I'll quickly show you what I've been reading before you go. So my reading side of things, I've recently got into, the other day I laid on my bed because I did the kids' baths. Now, the kids are getting older now where they can bath themselves and be left alone. However, I don't like to leave them too much alone where I can't hear them and me downstairs. So now I'll do the baths, I'll come out and I'll go in my bedroom and I'll read something, and then if they need me they can shout me. So I laid on my bed the other day and I thought, oh, I've left my book downstairs. And I'll be honest, I couldn't be asked to go and get it. So I just got another one off my shelf, and the one that I picked up was this one. It's called First to Die, and it's by James Patterson. This is the first book in the Women's Murder Club series. Now, if you're familiar with the Women's Murder Club series now, there's 24 of these books out now, so I'm late starting. So I've got a hell of a lot of catching up to do. I grabbed a couple from the charity shop yesterday. I've got about 15 of the books now. I'm really enjoying it. I started it the other day and I'm at page 192 now. And I am very much enjoying that book. Let me know in the comments if you've ever read any of James Patterson's books and if you've ever read any of the Women's Murder Clubs. Basically, the first one I'm reading is about, there's a killer about, and I think it's like a serial killer, but he keeps going for newlywed people. He's killing basically newlyweds, and it's up to Detective Lindsay Boxer to try and solve these crimes and try and catch the killer and find out who he is. And at the moment, she's going through her own troubles at the minute because she's found out she's got this like disease, which is like a kind of a severe case of anemia disease, and it can be life-threatening as well. So she's having to deal with that, her emotional, physical side of that, and she's having to have blood transfusions. Then she's having to deal with trying to catch a serial killer as well. She's recently kind of teamed up with what's her name now? Cindy, a journalist. She's become more or less a part of the Women's Murder Club. And there's also a Lindsay Boxer's best friend as well, who I think actually works in, she works in some of the, in part of the field, but I think you've got about 3 of them at the moment in the Women's Murder Club series, and it's really good. I love it. I've actually got book 2, 3, So after this one, I can carry on and read 2 and 3. I haven't got book 4, but I've got book 5. Haven't got 6. I've got 7. But then, obviously, I'm a couple missing there. But when I get to book 7, I've got book 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can read a good few of them then. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. So anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it for now. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it and talking to you guys about it. I might get some reading done now. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I might do some stitching. I'm in one of them, I don't know what I'm doing kind of modes. It can get overwhelming. Yeah, I think that's why I haven't filmed as much as I used to, because it's starting to get to the point now where a lot of the stuff, it's getting very much overwhelming, and I'm struggling with it a little bit, really, especially not with my sanity, so to speak, but with having to get videos out there and try and create great content that you like. It's a struggle sometimes, especially when you're struggling with yourself. So that's why I've slowed down a lot with it. I am going to do a finished page video sometime, because I've done a couple of colouring pictures, not too many, but I'm reading mostly. I'm reading a lot mostly. I have got quite a few new books, so which I could do a video on that if you like, because my new books are on the table, and I could just go through the newer books where I've got some of them that I've got this year. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of reading mostly, because I found that's what's really calmed me down and kept me above water level, so to speak. So anyway, I'm gonna get going now. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the week. I hope the weather's better where you are. But then again, we definitely have no we cannot complain in the UK. We definitely can't complain about the weather, especially with what's the recent events, what's gone on in Florida. Yeah, just know that my heart really does go out to you. It really does. I was watching it last week. I was keeping up to date with it, and it was sad. It really was. Um, it was sad. It was heartbreaking to watch, because you're watching from a TV screen and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do to help. And it's frustrating, that, because you want to help so much, and you wish you could do something, but there's nothing you can do. And yeah, it, even thinking about it now, um, I get emotional. I'm one of them people that when there's emotional things, I get emotional about it. It does not take me much. But yeah, just know that I am thinking of you guys, and just know that my heart's with you, and it always is. So anyway, I'm gonna get going now, and if you've enjoyed the video, please feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If you're not subscribed to the channel, then please feel free to press that subscribe button. I would love to have you here, and until next time, I'll see you again soon. So goodbye for now, guys. Bye.